Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today, Philomena joins me in the kitchen to prepare the oh-so-festive Cranberry Salsa. And we visit the Emmanuel Community Care Center in Girard. But first, Leanne Binder's gorgeous Christmas song, "'Tis the Reason."
But about a small child in a land far away who would save all mankind on a cross, not a slave.
Leanne Binder's Christmas song, "'Tis the Reason," was recorded at 22 Studios in Nashville. An all-star lineup played on this recording. From Darius Rucker's band, Lee Turner on keyboards and guitar, and drummer Jeff Marino. John Conley from Kenny Chesney's band also played guitar. It is a gorgeous song that will become a Christmas classic. With everything that has happened this year, I think we are going to embrace Christmas much sooner than we usually do. So Christmas season is here.
It's here.
Leanne Binder, local rock star, and you have taken advantage of this COVID period and have written the most beautiful Christmas song.
Well, thank you very much. It's like near and dear to my heart. I recorded it right before COVID became a thing. Like nobody knew what anything was. It was literally like the end of February, and I got back from Nashville and the world shut down. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Now, with this gorgeous video that accompanies it, was that done during COVID?
It was. We set everything up because everything has to be done so far in advance.
Yes.
That we set everything up for October, and we're thinking, oh, by October everything will be fine. We'll shoot the video. We had a whole different video planned, and October came, and I'm like, I have got to get some kind of video. So I met with Chris Ratushin.
Beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful work.
We worked the ideas, and we cut everything down to just 3 of us, so we could stay safe. And
you were totally socially distanced in that video, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, everybody wore masks unless they were absolutely on camera. It was done with the utmost precaution. We had to.
Now, you wrote that song right after Christmas last year?
I wrote that song Christmas Eve of, what would have been 2012. And my father died in 2013. And I just didn't have it in me. I just put it on a shelf. Did
he get to hear it?
He never heard the recorded version. I wrote that Christmas Eve we went to church. And we saw, it's a true story. Like everything you see in the video as far as the story is true. And I was so moved by it. I'm like, Dad, can you believe this?
Holds all the magic, even Santa knows. You can't buy it, it's given for free.
So I wrote it, it just came out like this. And Christmas Day I woke up and I handed him, I go, look what I wrote. We got it for, and he's like, oh, you have to make a song out of this. And I'm like, yeah. And then you get tied up in Christmas and all of that. And then, things didn't work out for the next year the way we had all planned. And I was just too heartsick to record it. So jump to like a couple of years now later. It was in November and I'm taking a shower and I hear this voice just kind of inside me go, it's time to record this song.
To the manger, he made his way, dropped to his knees, bowed his head, and he prayed.
Your vocals.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh, they are amazing. They're just beautiful.
Thank you. When I wrote this song, it was funny because I wrote the story of the song. And then I was thinking, I'm like, how in the world am I going to miss Santa and Jesus in a chorus without it sounding weird or forced? And every time I've asked of the song or of the creativity, it just comes. It just comes. So I do believe that I think I was the girl lucky enough to be holding the pen and the guitar, but it feels like it has written itself, you know, all by itself. Like God, you know, it just kind of came through and did that.
Well, you know, one of my favorite sculptures, like my mother gives me my mom's crazy about Christmas. And I have all these Christmas knickknacks. And one of my favorites, and I put it under my tree every year, is Santa kneeling at the manger. And when I saw that in your video, I mean, it really gave me chills.
Oh.
How is this airplay going? I know with all this corporate crazy radio, it's hard to get on.
It's really difficult. I mean, as far as radio airplay, the Summit has picked it up. So I'm really excited. I just got the call like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So the local people that have kind of like you, people that have been my friends for years, they're like, yes, you know, we'll do it. And Stan Boney said that he would air it on Christmas Eve.
Great.
So I was like, very much, you know, much thanks. And Guy DeStolfo's writing a piece on it.
Great job.
So it's done very well locally. We're, I think, at 3,000 or, you know, over hits right now on YouTube.
Now, if people want to buy it though and put it on their, you know, listening systems, what would be the best way for them to get it?
Well, there's two
iTunes?
ways. Yeah, if you want to actually purchase it, it's 99 cents, and you can go to Amazon Music or iTunes, the Apple Music iTunes, and it's 99 cents for a download.
I mean, come on, you can own it for less than $1 and it will be on your playlist.
Forever. And those people that are doing Spotify, it is on all digital platforms, and you can take it from Spotify and make your own playlist and make it to be a part of, you know, your family's Christmas thing.
Have you ever written a Christmas song before?
Never. I never thought I would write a Christmas song. I think what I love about it is I don't think there's ever been a song ever written about Santa and Jesus and where in the order of things, especially in today's world, there needs to be, you know, an understanding that, yes, Santa's very important, but let's not forget either that, you know, there was a manger and, you know, a child born. And I think the doing that and having Santa kneeling at the manger is just a really important message about what's really important. It's not about, especially in a year like this year, it's not about all the money and the trappings and all of those things that are really fun, and nobody likes a tree more than I do.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, everybody's having it hard, and this is a really rough thing, and sometimes it's the faith and the hope and the joy and those things that are really important.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
There are a lot of questions right now. Questions about our new normal, about how to unite a country divided and find equality for all. Tough questions, but here in Ohio, we've always been pretty good with answers. It's 1903. The whole world is asking, is it possible to fly? Ohio says, we've got two brothers we'd like you to meet. In '69, our country asked, who will take one small step for us? We've got the man for that. How do you make machines that move us? Machines we cheer for. How do you start a movement, make peace, honor rock and roll, come back down 3-1? How do we recover from a global pandemic unlike anything we've ever seen before? Ask Ohio. We'll show you.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bernard. I've been giving the people of our valley free advice for over 30 years, and my message has never changed. If you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, don't try to handle it yourself. Call a lawyer. A lawyer will be your representative, dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the red tape that you may face. Hiring a lawyer doesn't mean you'll end up in court, and remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases.
That's good advice. Need a lawyer? Learn more at ElizabethBernardLaw.com.
Family-owned Mayflower Woolman Insurance Group is your full-service independent agency. Our family works with a variety of insurance companies, so you have the best choices for your insurance needs. Let us find the right product at the right price. Personal lines, business, farm, commercial insurance, life insurance. Trust locally owned Mayflower Woolham. You focus on what's important.
We'll take care of the details.
Mayflower Woolham, close by with 3 locations to serve you.
Ruli Brothers has a great choice of quality cheeses. We use our relationship with Old Road Houses to specially select the product and then have it custom cut and packaged by our own local artisans. At Ruli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available. Given is living. Join the Isle and Purple Cat family. Employment opportunities are available at $13 an hour. Given is living.
I am here with Rude the Dude from the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery. Whether you're partying holiday style in person or at home, you've got everybody covered.
Yes, we have them covered here. You know, we developed a really good catering menu, half pan, full pans, office parties, family parties, anything off-site that we can handle, but also to in-site. We still have our banquet room, which holds up to about 85 people for buffets, limited menus. Again, office parties, family parties, we can get you covered any way you like.
And you know what's really great? Rest assured, Magic Tree Pub and Eatery really takes the sanitation and the social distancing guidelines seriously, so you can trust them.
Oh yeah, so you know, we want to thank the community for the support over the last few months in the pandemic, and we're looking forward to a new year here.
It's going to be a great year. Go to their website or Facebook for the complete menu. Happy holidays. The stars lined up for this interview. I am here with Sister Jean Orsuto at the Emmanuel Community Care Center in Girard. And I feel like, first of all, I'm visiting you in prison. You know, with being socially distant, we have our, glass between us. But she was a fan of the Leanne Binder song, "'Tis the Reason." We emailed each other. She downloaded the song. And then when I realized what she did for a living, I said, "Sister, we have got to feature your good works on the show." So this is interesting. I had no idea this was right here in the heart of Girard, Ohio. How long have you been involved with Emmanuel?
Well, I've been involved for almost 18 years. The Emmanuel Center has been in place since 1992. It was founded by Sister Lucille Connolly and some of the parishioners at St. Rose and some of the other churches in town. And in 2003, Sister Lucille was retiring and they were looking for a replacement, and I was interested, and so I've been here. In February it'll be 18 years. So
this has got to be really fulfilling work to see all the families and all the people that you help, because I mean, you run the gamut: food, housing, help with utilities. I mean, what other elements are in your mission?
So we started out, Sister Lucille left a great foundation for the Emmanuel Center, and we started out as an outreach center for the poor with the support of all of the churches in Girard. So we did food and we did clothing, and we would have household items and all of those kinds of things. And today we still have food and clothing, and once the pandemic is over, we'll have our little household items back again. But we've closed our clothing center right now because our numbers are so bad in the county.
Yes.
And so we keep our food pantry opened. So we're doing the outreach, and then we built in 1996. We built 4 apartments upstairs, two 2-bedroom and 2 1-bedroom, and those are for permanent supportive housing for people who have a disability and are homeless. And so they move in, and we work with them. We have case managers that work with them, trying to get them toward self-sufficiency. And then we have grants from the state for homeless crisis response program for rapid rehousing and homelessness prevention. With the COVID epidemic, we've gotten grants to help people with rental assistance, And if they're behind on their rent and utilities, we can help them with both. We don't do utilities separate, but we do help them if they're behind on their rent and utilities. We decided the parishioners of St. Rose, in their great generosity, and the other churches in the community, the Presbyterian Church, the Lutheran Church, Methodist, Christian, Baptist, they're all generous. They either collected money or gift cards, so that for Christmas we're going to be able to give each child a gift card, a pretty nice gift card, and then we've got some little gifts. We're going to wrap a little gift for each child so they have something to open on Christmas Day.
Now, do the parents contact you? Is that how
yes,
that works?
no, for Christmas and for food and for things like that, you have to be registered at our center. Like, you have to give us proof of income and proof that you live there and proof that your kids are in your household, you know. It's a very easy process to get registered. And then, so we help with Thanksgiving and Christmas. We also do Easter baskets for kids ages 2 to 11. And then we also do school supplies, you know, depending on if the kids are in school or not, because of, again, the pandemic.
So you're really Girard, Liberty, McDonald, and Mineral Ridge.
Yes. What we've really had the phone calls for is for the rental assistance and housing, you know, rapid rehousing or...
The rapid rehousing, is that someone that has just totally lost their home?
Yes, rapid rehousing is for people who are absolutely homeless according to HUD's definition. So they either have to be in a shelter, in a place, or in a place not meant for human habitation.
So you've got a lot of experience helping out of this center.
Yes.
And then, of course, the curveball of our pandemic. Do you think things are going to be permanently changed the way you help people when we come out of this pandemic?
You know, I hope not. You know, I mean, I'm hoping that once, I think it's going to take us a long time. I think it's going to probably take us most of next year to get out of the pandemic. But I'm hoping that once it gets out, you know, once people get vaccinated, and I hope people get vaccinated, and once we have immunity, I'm hoping that we can open up again and have people come in for clothing. We used to do bread and baked goods every Wednesday.
How many families a week do you estimate that you help? What's your estimate?
It depends. I would say that we have a caseload of families of about 300 to 350 that come for various things throughout the year. So,
yes. And I know you get a lot of grants and you get some help from the churches, but you know, as the donations, you still need money and donations to run here.
Well, here's the thing, the grant money, I call it money in, money out, because, you know, they give us money to pay landlords and utility companies, you know.
It's earmarked for specific
for specific
causes.
Things. I always say that we sort of stand on jello money. Most of our money comes through donations. And so if we have donations and we get donations, we're able to help more people and do more things.
Your fundraiser, I know
yes,
you have these baskets, was canceled
yes,
back in April.
Yes, our fundraiser got canceled back in April. We're planning on having a virtual fundraiser in April of next year, of 2021. We're trying to learn how to do that, which is an interesting little thing in and of itself. So you know, we'll take food, and monetary donations are always helpful.
This is the Casey Malone Show.
To own a business where your name's on the window can be pretty cool. That's my family. My name is Danny Katulo, and I'm the owner of Katulo Primates. My grandfather started the business in 1962. I was able to take our old style butcher shop and bring it out to the new age using e-commerce to get our products to more customers. When we started shipping, there was not a ton of information out there. That's where we really worked with FedEx so they could be able to help us with our perishable shipping. We were taking on new purchases that we never had to make before. Boxes, coolers, ice packs, anything that was involved around shipping. So we can no longer do this with the cash that we had on hand. So because of the Plum Card from American Express and all of its benefits, it was a natural fit to help grow our business. And when someone calls and lets you know that you made their dinner, that's satisfaction that you can't get anywhere else.
Here at Creekside Fitness and Health Center, we are focused on you, from cardio and strength equipment to classes and personal training.
Your all-inclusive membership gives you access to a full-size basketball court, pool, hot tub, sauna, and steam room. And over 60 classes per week are all included free with your membership.
Membership and personal training specials are happening now, so come experience life on the fit side at Creekside, your neighborhood gym.
Is it time to update your color style? R&S Paint will assist you with your choice of over 3,400 Benjamin Moore colors. Vibrant, durable, and easy to apply. Be current, be stylish. Shop R&S Paint.
My basement was dreadful. Cracked concrete, chipped tiles, it was my dumping ground. Carpet, vinyl, wood don't last. Now I have Pebblestone, the best basement floor covering, made with natural stone and the strongest man-made binder. Pebblestone evened out my floor. Easy to clean, resists moisture, and withstands flooding. You will love your basement. Call today and receive 65% off and have Pebblestone installed by the holidays.
Selling engagement rings never gets old. It's love.
It's a huge on-taping because they're going to wear that ring probably forever, but if they're not going to wear it forever, they're going to pass it down to somebody.
Our rings will hold a lifetime, and we want to make sure it does. We stand by every single thing that we sell. I believe I can find the perfect ring. I really try to get them exactly what she would want.
And to just be a little part of that is really, it warms your heart inside.
Get real, get Kamara.
Ruli Brothers is way ahead of the competition. Check out Ruli Spice World, where you can buy bulk herbs and spices, plus candies, nuts, and fillings for pennies on the dollar. At Ruli Brothers Market, our family is in the store.
Well, as promised, we have a special guest for our final dish, and this is Philomena Roshoni's recipe.
Yes.
And you shared it with Anthony, and then Anthony shared it with me.
I'm glad he did.
It is fabulous. Cranberry salsa.
I thought you'd like it.
And I just think the flavors, I think the colors, it is just perfect for the holidays. Except
nice.
We don't get cranberries all year long.
We don't. And I did try to substitute with frozen or something, and it doesn't work, and it doesn't yield to freezing either. So enjoy it while the cranberries are fresh. Make the best of it. Yeah, live it up while the cranberries are fresh.
Now, you
Seriously.
know, Philomena is the owner of Wedgwood Pizza. And I've got a couple questions before we go into the dish. Busiest day, would it be the Wednesday before Thanksgiving or Super Bowl?
Definitely Super Bowl, and second to that would be Halloween, which is
Really?
really giving Super Bowl a run for the money. When it falls on a weekday, Monday through Thursday, yes.
Okay, so the ingredients, we should go over the ingredient list and then we'll come back and we'll make it. For this recipe, you'll need 1 bag, 3 cups of fresh cranberries, 1 small red onion, 3 jalapeno peppers, de-seeded if you want less heat, 6 tablespoons of fresh cilantro chopped, 15 cherry or grape tomatoes chopped, 3/4 cup sugar or sugar substitute equivalent, 1 teaspoon of cumin, and 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. First thing we do, one at a time we'll do.
One at a time, yeah.
Okay, the cranberries.
And I did try and do it all together, but it doesn't work. It gets too mushy. So you definitely want to do everything separate. Because the cranberries will take a little longer.
Okay, so.
And then you pulse them. I did try them at a coarser pulse, but I find it's better finer because the cranberry's tart and bitter.
So you don't want them too chunky, right?
You don't want them. I can't. Let's see how yours
Let's
is.
see. How is that?
How you like that? I think that maybe just a little smidge more.
Okay.
Just a little bit more. Yeah, too chunky because the bitterness is still a lot for a lot of people to take. Perfect, perfect. Really nice, really nice. I'll let you put this on, Casey, because.
My gosh, you thought I knew what I was doing. Okay, so now the red onion. Now you like red as opposed to the sweet.
Definitely.
I think I like the bite.
It's exactly. It needs it. It needs it. So again, you'll pulse this till. And like I said, it really does have to be done only step by step, because otherwise it does get too mushy.
Yeah. So now, we like the heat, so I did not deseed these. But if you don't like heat, you could probably just not even use them or use a valve.
Okay.
All right. So is there any particular order
No,
you like
no,
to
just
add
finish
rest
the
of
tomatoes
ingredients?
in. Put the tomatoes. I
So
just
we
add the
chop
liquid.
these so they don't get too soupy.
The juice, go ahead, the juice. And then the sugar and the cumin, and then the cilantro at last. I put that the last after we mix it a bit.
Then the sugar.
And like, you know, once it gets
because
liquid.
you do need that sugar because it is bitter.
Bitter. It's tart. Tart is
tart.
very, very tart, yeah.
And you want the cumin, and
That's
then,
beautiful.
oh, look at all that gorgeous fresh cilantro. Love it.
It's really nice.
Will join me in a little
Oh,
toast.
definitely.
Now this is this Jabon Brut Reserve. It is a cava from Spain. I love it. We'll just drop some pomegranate seeds in. Isn't that fine? I am a huge fan.
I mean, it's so fresh.
It is delicious. All right.
Delicious.
As my mother says, here's to us, none better.
You got that right.
There
Will.
you go.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Oh, is that nice?
Really
Thank you.
cleanses the palate. So, you want Philomena's recipe? Just go to my website, caseylastdec.com, and look for the cranberry salsa. Cheers again. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Casey.
Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.